Hello YouTube, this is Thompson0737 bringing you another video, another airport update for the Spanish Mediterranean themed airport. Not much to report on generally, to be quite honest, other than maybe towards later this month or sort of June time, hopefully things pick up at airports and airlines start operating again. That's one thing I'm looking forward to. Again, I've been doing short shifts, odd shifts, just random, like once a week kind of thing, depending when my shifts fall. But at the minute, it's still very quiet. I think the 17th, certainly TUI are looking to start from their main bases, from their big bases, Manchester, Birmingham, Gatwick, and I think Bristol as well. And then other airports will progress further down the line. I think that's maybe going for a few airlines as well. I think some airlines are looking early June to really pick up. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And hopefully, I'm not someone who's thinking about going on holiday, but for actually going into work, I'm hopeful that, there are some, decent flights full of passengers, to keep us going. So, like I say, very much looking forward to that. But apart from that, nothing else to really report, so I'm going to get straight into the update itself. So start on the far side. Starting off with this SAS MD. MD82, registration LNRMD. This is of course in one of two special livery colours. This one the blue version. The other one will be the red version, which will eventually make an appearance, I believe, at some point. I just want to say I did hope to feature MDs on the remote stands in the middle, but it seems they aren't quite, the aircraft are basically too big for the stands, and to keep it realistic, I kind of opted to use it on one of the airbridge stands instead. And after looking at some pictures online, I have realised that SAS have operated at these stands as well, so it kind of fitted quite well to do that rather than kind of cheat and use it somewhere where it might not be quite realistic. So got it on stand here, as you can see, utilising one of the air bridges. This is operating from and to Stockholm Arlanda. And then next to that we have Monarch DC10, registration GDMCA. This is operating from and to Manchester. Some of these schedules are a bit of a toss up really, because they obviously change between maybe Manchester, Birmingham, Gatwick. Of course, as we go through updates, they probably will alternate where they maybe fly from or to, and such like that. So if you do think some of the destinations are a bit repetitive, well, they will be, depending on the airline where they're based kind of thing as well, but I will try and rotate, where possible, really. Then taxiing past, we have this Uzbekistan Airways 767-300 registration VPBUA. I believe this is kind of like a one-off. I don't know if it's like a charter or kind of like schedule, I'm not sure. Believed to be flying from and doing from and to Tashkent, which is where Uzbekistan are based. Their only main hub, as far as I know. Information on this aircraft a bit hit and miss, but again, that's the information we have. Moving across, we have this maybe a less colourful looking aircraft, an all white A320. This is actually operating for Air Charter International, which would be registration FGLGG. So this is based on an official movement at Palma in 1997, which is time period that we are focusing on in this particular update. Again, not much to say about that all white livery. Just one thing to note, this is actually a Dragon Wings A320. Not sure how many of these they produced, but they just come as blank. And this one did actually come pretty much brand new. So you kind of make it yourself. It's like almost like a kit, a mini kit. You've got a choice of which engines you can put on. You've got a choice of, obviously depending on which engines. Also depends on which. I'm not sure what you call the actual things that hold the engines. You know, to the wings. I'm not sure what you call them, but there's like 2 sets of them as well. I think overall 3 sets of engines. The gear obviously just slots in pretty easily. Tail section is completely separate as well, as are the rear like stabilizers and all that, and the actual main wings as well. They actually come separate, all in one section, and there's like a bit to hold it in place. They don't hold very well, so you may need to use a little bit of glue or maybe blue tack if you don't want to glue it properly. But I've used a glue that I think, you know, if I did want to take it apart again for whatever reason, it could be done. Once it is made, by the way, it obviously just stores in a box like you would any other model. I actually thought I had 2 of these, but I've only managed to find one, so I'm not sure where the other one is, because I thought I had one pre-made, already made kind of thing, but this was like kind of fresh. But yeah, I thought I'd feature that. Moving on, we have this Swiss A319 registration HB IPV. This is operating from and to Zurich. Just to point out, with regards to the air charting, it's international. I don't think I mentioned it. Operating from and to Paris, Orly. Obviously in France. Panning across, we have this Polish 737-500 making another appearance. This has been quite a regular visitor. Registration SPLKD. This will position on one of the remote stands once it's taxied into position. Operating from and to Warsaw, as you can imagine. And then moving out, we have this, just panning back across. We have this rather interesting colour scheme in the form of this Crossair MD83 registration HBIUH in the McDonald's livery. Quite a unique livery, to be honest. Quite a vibrant red. Obviously sporting the McDonald's titles pretty much most way across the main fuselage section. I believe this was painted from 1996 to 2000, I believe. Maybe a little bit off, but I think that was the dates. So again, another. I've got a strong thing for MDs, by the way. They are. We used to see MDs, you know, with Spanair at Doncaster, and I do kind of miss them. You don't really see much of them. I think when Spanair went under, it was kind of a bit of a disappointment. Because I'm not really sure you see many nowadays, especially SAS as well. You know, they retired theirs, I think. So, you know, it's a shame. But really, really cool aircraft. Don't know if you still see them in the States. I'm not sure if airlines are still operating. They probably are, but over in Europe, I'm not sure who, if any, airline is still. Maybe Danish Air Transport. I'm not sure. But again, you know, cool aircraft, very kind of unique kind of design. All MD-80s, not just obviously MD-82s, MD-90s as well. They count as well. I think it's just the way the wings are very swept back. You know, and you've got this like long fuselage until the actual wings come into practice. Then pretty close to the engines as well at the back. So it's just a little bit different. But that's pretty much it for this update, guys. You know, of course, you know, I have to say every time, if you follow me on other social media, you'll see pictures and stuff. Which at the minute I'm only posting like in bundles, like once a week, really, when the same day I do the video. Just makes it a little bit easier to do, to be quite honest, and all that kind of stuff. But again, hopefully you're enjoying these updates. Like I said, I think in the last video, the more we progress, the more we get into certainly the early 2000s, the more, you know, traffic we can include per year. and there may also be multiple updates per year depending on any sort of special visitors might have and stuff like that. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. It's always appreciated. Thank you. I'll see you next time.